Hi, fourth graders. Today we're going to be subtracting mixed numbers and fractions. So your lesson this week or last week was adding mixed numbers and fractions. So we're basically doing the same thing except for subtracting. And I loved reviewing your guys' work because some of you showed me some other strategies that might make more sense to you guys. So I'm going to model that in this video, and hopefully it helps the select few of you that are still kind of confused, and it'll show you another way that you can solve these problems. So get your paper, pencil ready, and let's get started. All right, number one, 3 3/4 minus 1/4. So first thing you need to look at, fourth graders, is our fractions here. Okay, are they the same unit? Yes, these are both fourths. Okay, so I can subtract them from each other. And is my first fraction big enough to take away my second fraction? So can I do 3/4 minus 1/4? Yeah, I can, because 3 is bigger than 1, so it has enough to take away. All right, so what is 3 minus 1? 2. My denominator stays the same. So my answer is 3 ones, 3 wholes, and 2/4. So that one's really easy. When they make the number or the fraction, the first fraction they give us bigger than the second one, then we're just able to subtract. Right, now let's look at an example where the first fraction that they give us is not the bigger one. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Let's look at 1/4 and 2/4. Can I do 1/4 minus 2/4? No, I cannot. And the reason is because I can't take 2 away from 1. I only have 1. So I can't take away 2. There's not 2 to take away, so I can't do that. So here's what we have to do. In order to solve this, the easiest and most efficient strategy to do is to convert our mixed number into an improper fraction. So we're going to convert this whole thing into an improper fraction. That's step 1. So 4 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9/4, because my denominator stays the same. Now I'm not going to do anything to this second fraction because I'm going to leave it alone. 2/4. Now can I do 9/4 minus 2/4? Yes, my denominators are the same, and 9 is bigger than 2, so I can take 2 away. So what is 9 minus 2? 7/4. So this is an acceptable answer. That's the correct answer in an improper fraction. But whenever we see an improper fraction, we really want to convert it to a mixed number. So I'm going to convert my answer in improper fraction form into a mixed number. 4 can go into 7 evenly only once. There's 3 left over, and my denominator stays the same. So our complete and final answer is 1 3/4. Right, so how we got that is we said, I'm going to convert this mixed number into an improper fraction. Then I'm going to subtract. I'm getting my answer here in improper form, and I'm going to convert that into a mixed number. So it's kind of like a 3-step process. But if you notice, if we convert this mixed number here, automatically it kind of makes it a little bit easier for us. All right, let's try with another example. All right, next one. Let's do 8 3/10 minus 4/10. So again, let's check. Are our units the same? Yes, they make it easy for us. These are tenths, so we don't have to change that. All right, so now let's look at our fractions. 3/10 minus 4/10. Ooh, this one is bigger. So that means I'm going to need to do that strategy of convert into an improper fraction. So let's do that. This is my first step. I'm going to convert my mixed number here into an improper fraction. 10 times 8 is 80, plus 3 is 83 over 10, because that's my unit, 83/10. Now I can just finish the equation. Minus 4/10. Remember, I don't need to do anything here because it's already in the form I need it. All right, so now let's just do 83 minus 4. That's going to be 79/10. My unit stays the same. So again, this is an acceptable form. This is step 2, was when you subtract, but it's an improper fraction, so I want to convert that. How many times can 10 go into 79 evenly without going over? 7. There's 9 left over, and my units are tenths. So this, step 3, was converting it in my final answer into a mixed number, and then that is the answer. All right, fourth graders, so that was subtracting a fraction from a mixed number. Now I'm going to show you how to subtract a mixed number from a mixed number, so when they give us two mixed numbers. All right, let's get ready. All right, here we go. 6 1/4 minus 3 3/4. So if you notice here, we have two mixed numbers, okay? I really want us to pay attention to the fraction part of the mixed number, and the reason why is because we want to see, do they make it easy for us? Can I take away 3 from 1? Well, no, I cannot. So the approach I'm going to use is I'm going to convert this mixed number into an improper fraction, and I'm also going to convert this one into an improper fraction because they're both mixed numbers. So your strategy here in your success criteria is to convert both mixed numbers, M and then number sign is mixed numbers, into improper fractions. IF for improper fractions. And then you can just subtract. Then you can convert your answer back into a mixed number. Answer into mixed number. And I'll model that for you here. All right, here we go. I'm going to convert 6 1/4 into an improper fraction. 4 times 6 is 24, plus 1 is 25. My unit is fourths. Okay? Now I'm still subtracting. Let's convert the second one. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 3 is 15. My units are fourths. So let's look. Are my units the same? Yep, they're both fourths. Is 25 bigger than 15? Yep, so I can just subtract straight across. 25 minus 15 is 10, and my unit's fourths. So here's my answer. I just finished step 2, but now I need to convert answer into a mixed number. So how many times can 4 go into 10 without going over? Twice. How many is left over? Well, 2 times 4 is 8, 9, 10. That would be 2 over 4. So my final answer is 2 2/4. And I was able to get that by following this success criteria over here. Convert both mixed numbers into improper fractions. That was happening here. Then you subtract. I got my answer. Convert your answer into a mixed number right here. And it's as simple as that. All right, let's try maybe 2 more examples. Then you're ready to do it on your own. All right, next one. 5 1/8 minus 2 7/8. Well, let's look at the success criteria. Convert both mixed numbers to improper fractions. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Step 1. 8 times 5 is 40, plus 1 is 41. My units are eighths. Minus, let's do the second one. 8 times 2 is 16, plus 7. So 16 plus 7 would be 23 eighths. Okay, now I should be able to subtract straight across. My first fraction should be, the numerator should be bigger than the numerator here, and that's true. So 41 minus 23. Oh, that's going to be 18. Let me make sure I got that right. Yep, okay. So 18, and my units are eighths. So I just finished step 1 and step 2. Step 3 is convert my answer into a mixed number. So I'm going to do that on the bottom for step 3. 18 over 8. How many times can 8 go into 18 without going over? Well, that would be 8, 16 twice. So that would be 16 with 2 left over, and my units are eighths. So the final answer is 2 2/8. Okay, and again, I went through the steps. I converted my mixed numbers into improper fractions, then I just subtracted, and then the answer that I got was improper fraction form, so I want to convert that back into a mixed number for my final answer. Okay, and notice that this is different than the problems we started with because they give us two mixed numbers, so we want to convert both of them. If they only give you one mixed number, you only have to convert that one. The other fraction in its form is fine the way it is. All right, let's do one more. Okay, last one. This one seems interesting. 5 and 1/100th minus 2 and 97/100ths. Okay, so again, they give us two mixed numbers, so I'm going to automatically convert both of my mixed numbers into improper fractions. So that's my step one. 100 times 5 is 500, plus 1 is 501 over 100ths because that's my unit. I'm still subtracting here, so I'm going to add that sign. Now I'm going to convert this mixed number into an improper fraction, the second one. 100 times 2 is 200, plus 97 is 297, and my unit is 100ths. Okay, now since I just converted both, I need to subtract. I'm on step 2 now. So step 2 is subtracting. I'm going to write a little equation here because that one's a little bit harder to do in my head, but if it's easy for you to do in your head, good for you. Okay, and I got 204. Check my math. Hopefully that is correct. And my unit is 100ths. So now I'm on step 3, which is convert your answer, because this is the answer, but we want to convert it back into a mixed number. Okay, so 204 over 100, converting that to a mixed number. 100 can go into 200 evenly 2 times. There's 4 left over 100. So the final answer is 2 and 4/100ths. All right, fourth graders, that wraps up I Can Subtract Mixed Numbers and Fractions, Module 5, Lesson 32 and 33.